Got it on me, got the cash vision. Baby, gon' keep it 100, the one that you loving. I'm bringing the pressure, it's true. Just in my line when you need me, I'm here for whatever, cause I make it do what it do. You know ain't never no better, I treat it like treasure. You love when I put it on you. I make it rain like the weather, I'm getting you wetter, but you in a whole different mood. Paid up.
What is good, YouTube? Nightblade 509, and we back with another one. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys who checked out the last video, and I want to thank you guys who are still commenting on the last videos. I still got to go back and respond to everybody, and trust me, I love talking to you guys in there, so it ain't a thing to me. I love going back in there and responding to everybody. But today, we're going to be talking about my Glock 45 MOS, and I got a little bit of bullet points here just so I don't get off topic. Well, I won't get off topic, but just so I can pretty much get across everything that I want to get across to you guys, because sometimes I finish the videos and I'm like, dang, I forgot to tell them this, that, and the third. So I got this here in order to avoid that. So first and foremost, I want to tell you guys, listen, if you're going to be owning one of these bad boys right here and you're going to be carrying every day, it is essential. It is actually something that you must do. Something that you must do is dry fire. I wouldn't say every day, but often, like very much often, because this is something that could take a life, guys. So if you're going to be using it to protect yourself and you're going to be with it on a day-to-day, you want to be familiar with handling it. You know what I'm saying? You want to be familiar with dealing with it. You want to be proficient in terms of like aim. You want to be very, very like skilled with this weapon in general, because if you're going to be using it, you don't want to hit anybody innocent. You don't want to cause more liability on yourself from just not, because this right here is liability in itself. There's a fight after the fight. You know what I'm saying? So you want to at least make sure, if you're going to be using it to hit something that's causing you danger, you want to be accurate in doing so in order to avoid more liability on yourself. So guys, dry firing is important. You want to be good with this. You get what I'm saying? Or else you're pretty much putting everybody else at risk, everybody else in danger if you're not training. If you can't go to the range, get your behind this thing right here.
Pause.
And dry fire. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. It's worth it. It is worth it to train, you guys. It's worth it to train. It's worth it to put money into training. It's worth it to buy ammo. If you don't like you see how it's all configured right now, like how it is pretty much maxed out. You don't have to do this if you don't have the money. I'd rather you spend all the money on ammo, getting your setup together that way, like later on. You feel me? Just use most of the money in the beginning on ammo. So I'm gonna tell you guys how I went about getting this and what caused me to get this in the first place. So originally, you guys know I had a Glock 43X. That's what I was carrying every single day. And I was thinking to myself, yo, I need a full-size pistol. I need something that holds more, 15 or more. You know, I was looking into something that was pretty decent in capacity and more shootable than my 43X. So I was kind of going down the Smith & Wesson route. I was kind of going down, I was even thinking about Berettas because of how nice they look, how they got the little cut on the top, how slick those things are. So I think my boy influenced me on getting something like this, you guys, because he came through with a Glock 19X and we would shoot all the time. And I remember the first time I shot the Glock 19X, you guys, oh my goodness, I fell in love with that thing. Like, I was so accurate with it. That made me think like, yo, if I'm planning on getting a bigger pistol, why not it be a Glock? Why not go back to the platform that I know? Since I started off with a 43X anyway, it'll probably make me better in the long run, which it did, because you guys know that whole grip angle thing. So I fell in love with the 19X, but the thing that was stopping me from buying the 19X was that peanut butter color. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice color. It's a beautiful color, you guys, but it's not me. It's not something I'm comfortable with, especially if it's going to be something that I'm carrying on the daily. That's why you're going to notice a trend on this channel. All of my pistols are black. All of them are this color. And it's kind of for a reason. If you were ever, like, you know, wardrobe malfunctions happen, if you're ever coming out of a car or something like that, or you just sat down and you're standing up and your shirt just so happens to rise a little bit too far up.
Oh my goodness.
If somebody sees you from a distance, would you rather them see something peanut butter color sticking out from your waistband, or would you rather them see something black, something they can mistake for a piece of clothing or an undershirt or a piece of your belt or something like that? Because, you know, from a distance you can't tell, but if you see something silver or you see something, you know, something peanut butter color sticking out of your waistband, you're gonna probably be like, he may have a firearm. Now you lose the element of surprise. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the main reason why I go with black most of the time. And I like the color, you know, that's just my thing. That's what I like to go for. So I went on a searching spree. I started Google searching Glock 45 in black because I honestly didn't know about the Glock, not Glock 45 in black. I'm tripping. The Glock 19X in black, because honestly, I did not know about the Glock 45 yet. And when I put Glock 19X in black, obviously the Glock 45 started popping up, and I was like, oh shoot. And initially I was thinking, just like everybody else thinks, well, not everybody. If you know about Glocks, then you don't think this way, but I was thinking Glock 45. It's black, it looks the same, but does it shoot 45? No. Glock 45, model 45, not 45 caliber. So I was like, okay, then what's the difference between this and the 19X? That's what I was curious about. And I noticed this comes with the MOS cut. This can accept any Glock mag, unlike the 19X, it cannot. So I was just like, okay, then it's a no-brainer for me. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm going to want an optic and a light. So no-brainer. I went with this, and I never looked back. When I tell you guys, I love this thing. And originally, before I went with it, what made me pull the trigger is I was looking to get into a bigger Glock for some training that I was doing. I was trying to get my gun license to work with, and I needed a pistol. I needed a pistol where I could go through qualifications with, and obviously I chose this one. This was a gun that I was researching, and I was watching tons and tons and tons of videos on this thing, and I ended up going with this for the qualifications. And let me tell you guys, before the qualifications, I hadn't shot in like a few months, probably like, I'd say 3 to 4 months. I haven't shot anything. You know, I wasn't at the range, but I was dry firing like crazy when I got this, because I know I had qualifications coming up. And I shot this thing, and let me tell you guys, perfect score. I got a perfect score. The bullseye was literally a hole. Like, I was going ham. Like, I went in, y'all boys. This was literally, this is when I fell in love with this thing. I had stock Glock sights, nothing on this except for Talon grips and this magwell you guys see. I went in, and even the instructor was surprised by my performance, and it was literally my first time shooting this. That's how I knew this was amazing off the rip, because I shot the 19X. So I was like, has to be somewhat similar, right? Because pretty much the same dimensions. Glock 19 slide, Glock 17 grip. Even better than I expected, because I was looking for something 15 rounds and up. This bad boy holds 17, as you guys know. So no brainer for me. So future plans on this Glock 45. I plan on doing competitions with this bad boy. As you can see right now, I don't want to give you guys too much, because I'm gonna do a setup video on this soon with my Glock 43X, because this is literally like the big brother of my Glock 43X. But right now you can see this barrel is, I don't know if you guys can see that, but this barrel has a compensated tip or ported. I don't know, whatever you guys want to go with. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting the Radian Ramjet afterburner. So I'm gonna be pretty much comparing the Ramjet to this bad boy right here, and just so you guys can see what you're getting for, like, what are you guys gonna be getting for the Ramjet that makes it so different than something like this? You know what I'm saying? Like a cheaper option. So I'm excited to do that test for you guys. I actually am curious myself. So with the Glock 45, you guys know this is a bigger Glock, so it has those it has the ergonomics of something that people aren't usually used to, because most people are used to that 1911 style grip. What you can do, shout out GHG Hustle, I stole this off of him. Don't mind my grip, by the way. I'm gonna fix this. This looks atrocious, I know, but I'm gonna be fixing this. As you can see, I got the back strap cut. Oh, negligent discharge of the light. Don't mind me. As you can see, I got this back strap cut. And this took forever, by the way. I don't have no, like, the little sand thing that people be having. The name can't pop up in my brain right now. I don't have one of them things, so I was, by hand, going ham. And I was praying to God I ain't damaged my back strap, because we already know it's easy, it's cheap to get another one. But I don't know if they sell them separate at my gun store that I have local near me. So my stupid behind would have probably went on Amazon or something and found it and had to wait for another one to come in. So I took my time with this. As you can see, it's cut. I don't know if you guys could tell, actually. It's cut right below where it says Glock. And it's a smooth cut, too, because I didn't want it to really hurt my hand when I was gripping. Pause.
No diddy.
You know what, guys? I said I was going to do a separate video to give you guys my setup, but why not do it now? I'm here. Why not get it out the way? So for this one, I am running night vision, I believe. Yes, night vision optic height sights. And with this one, I'm running the same thing on my Glock 43X. And my Glock 43X, as you guys know, is direct milled. So I kind of ran into an issue with this. Like, I was looking for a lower 1/3 co-witness, but I wasn't used to running plates. So in order for me to make sure I get a co-witness, I went with the CNH Precision Optics plate, and it's said to be really thin. So I thought it'd be okay. And the guy that I was speaking to at the gun store, he said, I'm not 100% sure it's going to co-witness, because he kind of had the same setup as me, and he had huge suppressor height sights, like way taller than what I got going on. And he was like, yeah, you see mine, his barely co-witnessed, and his were a little taller than mine. But surprisingly, it's really low. It doesn't block the optic whatsoever. Surprisingly, I'm cool with it. I ain't tripping. I went to the range and I tested it out. Like, I tested out going just optics, and it was fine. It ran flawless for me. I wasn't tripping. So that's what I'm running on there. I got a Holosun 407C cheap optic. This thing runs. I love it. I don't regret going this route, because I don't need the circle dot and all this extra stuff. Maybe if I'm doing competitions, my mind will change, but as of right now, what I'm doing, I don't really need all that extra stuff. I'm running a JTT barrel by Aim Surplus, and normally I'm not the type to do the free advertisement thing, but you guys, what I am the type to do is give credit where it's due. And this thing right here is legit. On my Glock 43X, I'm running the same barrel. As you can see, it sticks out a little bit more than the factory. And on my 43X, I'm running the same thing, and these things run. They're good. I haven't had any reliability issues, like nothing. The light that I chose, the TLR1 HLX, this was originally gonna be my duty pistol. So I decided to go with something bright, something rugged, something I could rely on, something I know will do the job and get the job done whenever I need it to. I haven't charged this in a minute, and you see it brighten up the room, right? This thing ain't playing, y'all. I'm telling you. I went with the Talon grips, the most aggressive ones. I might change this out. I was thinking about going handle-it grips, the ones that go all the way up. But I don't know. This one kind of looks more like a stipple to me. Like, if you get it right and you get it looking as clean as possible, it looks like a bootleg stipple. So that's kind of why I always went with these grips instead of handle-it. But I don't know. I might change my mind, y'all. I don't know. They handle-it starting to grow on me. I started to see handle-it grips on many other Glock 45s, and they clean. I ain't gonna lie, they clean. And for the magwell, I went with Overwatch Precision. In the Zev magwell, it was pretty clean. I was thinking about getting that too, but it was a little bit big for me. So if I wanted to conceal carry this, I don't know if it would print. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to avoid printing as much as I could. So that's the main reason why I didn't go ahead and grab one of those. And as far as the slide release, stock, I don't have a problem with this slide release. I did change the slide release on my 43X because it was really, really slim and I would slip off of that slide release. But I went stock with this bad boy. Stock trigger. YouTube, it is clear. I have snap caps in this bad boy. Tried to hit me in the face, you see? Crazy. Snap caps disrespecting me. Anyway, I got snap caps in this bad boy and stock trigger, regular trigger pull. My trigger is, you know, Glock triggers is all different. Mine ain't that bad. It's I didn't measure the pounds and all that crap, but it's not too heavy. It has like a double wall thing going on. You see all that creep? Then this is the final wall, and then boom, we get a break. And there goes, this is the reset. You know, Glock resets are pretty tactile. They push you forward. Boom, clean reset. I'm not mad at it. You know, it could be a little lighter, but I'm kind of skeptical on doing trigger upgrades on something that I plan on carrying for duty or for concealed carry. So I think I'm gonna leave it alone for the most part. Once I do put a Radiant Ramjet on this bad boy, probably gonna use it for something like range and probably like competitions here and there, because the Ramjet would put me in an open division. So I don't know if I want to go that route, because them dudes in the open division, boy, them dudes know how to shoot. They hit the corner, they gun turn dyslexic. That thing be stuttering, boy. 2 rounds go off so quick. I'm like, bro, he already got through that side of the course. I ain't there yet. I'm not on that level yet, brother. So that's what I plan on doing eventually. I don't mind going into open division, but I got something special coming for y'all this December. If I'm going open division, that's what I'm going to use. And listen, I never thought in a million years that I would spend $1,000 on a pistol.
This look like hella bands, don't it?
That is, ain't it?
I ain't got no money. Look, G, 20 on top,
Okay.
20 on bottom, hella one.
But I'm addicted. What can I say? I'm addicted, y'all. Hey, I knew it was going to come eventually. Once I seen it and it looked good to me, I knew it was going to come. And the first step to getting rid of an addiction is admitting that you're addicted. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in Debo pigeon coop sweating like a slave. And the only person could get me out was my mom.
So eventually, I'm going to stop.
I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I saw that thing and I was like, golly. It's gonna make me act up, bro. I need it.
You gonna make me act up. You gonna make me do something I'm gonna regret.
I need what I'm about to get this December. And I wasn't even about to get a Ramjet either, but them things clean. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it's an addiction, bro. It's an addiction that I think I'm gonna have forever. I love it, just like I love y'all. And thank you guys for tuning in. This was my video on my Glock 45 MOS. I'm gonna be giving y'all another one shortly. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, like, comment, subscribe, and like I said, dry fire. Remember to dry fire, y'all. Nightblade 509, and I'm out.